reached out to my Humber bosses about the idea of asking some students from the Acting for Film and TV program to help me do this table read. And with the encouragement of Steve Bellamy, who's the Humber Creative and Performing Arts Dean, who I don't think is here, and the coming TV show producer, Nicole Galecki. And an older established TV show producer, Dixie Cedal. And Kenna, a struggling actress turned personal assistant, Blaze Crocker. And Blaze, got her haircut this week just so that she could look the part. That's dedication for you. And as Ryan, the hunky actor who plays the stud role on The Benjamins, the TV show we produced. And finally, as Andrew, an entertainment lawyer who is dating Kenna, Eric Hutton. I'm going to put down the mic and we're going to try to project, so please listen as best as you can. It is customary for table reads for someone to read the stage directions, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's the best part of this as far as I'm concerned. I only have to read the stage directions. And they get to read all the other words that I wrote. All right, so here we go. From outside the office door, the voice of Anne, 60s, large and in charge, loud, Stacy's producing partner, is heard.
Stacy, you in there?
Stacy looks up from the script, rolls her eyes, and counts down the seconds on one raised hand. 5, 4, 3, 2. Anne opens the door, barges in.
There you are. I want you to meet someone.
Hold on, I'm halfway through the latest draft of episode 5.
I'll be quick. That script is fine. I already approved it.
Anne pulls in from the hallway Jenna, late 20s, beautiful, perky.
Jenna, I'd like you to meet Stacy McCready. She is the second woman of 2 Women Walking and the co-creator of The Benjamin. Stacy, this is...
Jenna Kite, isn't it? Hi.
How did you know Jenna's last name? Well, you've been reading the security sign and she...
I recognize Jenna from her work in East Side, West Side. You really broke through on that show.
Thanks so much. You must be one of 10 people who saw an episode before it was canceled. But it's good to know someone watched it other than my parents and my boyfriend.
Stacy smiles and looks at Anne quizzically. What's going on? Why is Jenna here?
It's a treat to meet you, too. I was just telling Anne how much I loved Mothers and Daughters. And you worked with her on that, too, right?
I did? Yeah.
Jenna's my new assistant. She's going to fill in while Candace is on maternity leave. Stacy is number 1 on my contact list. We call each other 8 times a day, and we text or message countless more times, right, Stacy?
Sometimes we even speak face-to-face like we're doing right now. Welcome aboard, Jenna. I hope you like it here.
I'm sure I will. It'll be fun to see how the business works from the other side of the camera.
Yeah, that's what we have here, all right. Non-stop fun. Anne, I have a question for you. What happened to the pool house sex scene? I didn't see it in the draft.
Yeah, I moved it to F6, and like I said, don't worry about that script.
Me not worry, is that even possible?
Anne and Jenna start walking out.
Stacy started in the business as my assistant a few years back. I took her on straight from college, and now her office is almost as big as mine. Almost.
So, which one of you is the showrunner?
I am. On the creative side, anyway. I'm the eminence grise around here.
The what?
The head honcho. Now, Stacy is a rock, but her role is to look after the logistical side of things. She's got an accountant's mind. She's all dot your I's and cross the T's, doing the shit work. Which, that reminds me, just hold on a second.
Anne sticks her head inside Stacy's office.
Did you talk to Ryan yet?
As soon as I finish the script.
Because he'll take it better coming from you, from someone closer to him in age. If I talked to him, I'd probably come off as parental, and that would be so not cool. For him, not for me.
No, I'll take care of it.
Interior Stacy's office later. Ryan, late 20s, hunky buff, knocks on the open door.
You want to see me?
Come on in, have a seat. I wanted to check in with you, see how you're doing. You look great. Well rested.
Thanks! I changed up my workout program. I'm eating healthy. I'm big into protein power smoothies. Next time you come by the set, I can hook you up with one.
Sounds awesome. And hey, I saw that dailies yesterday, and I loved your read of that line about how it wasn't easy growing up rich and biracial. That was the work you did there, letting that childhood hurt come through.
Yeah, you liked it. I was trying to show that my character had a vulnerable side.
It's smart thinking. The fans love that kind of thing in hot guys like you. And a way to make the feelings between you and Vanessa look strictly fraternal during the big hug on the couch. No one would guess what's going on between you in real life.
Who said anything's going on?
Is there?
Nothing that would make this meeting necessary.
Good. I figured as much, but you know how people talk and how the gossip hounds are ready to jump on any little indiscretion these days. Especially an indiscretion like statutory rape.
Come on, you don't think Vanessa's a virgin, do you?
I think we'll all have something to celebrate when she turns 18 in January. I know I'll be sending her flowers.
January is a long way off. Who knows what it will be by then? The show could be canceled.
We won't be canceled. With talent like you and Vanessa on board and the wicked storylines the writers are fleshing out, we'll get a full season pickup and early renewal. Take it from me. Good things come to those who wait.
Ryan stands, lifts his arms up and stretches, exposes his washboard abs.
Okay, message received. I'll hold off Vanessa, no matter how much she begs. Is there anything else you wanted to see me about?
No, that's it. You know, I'm glad we had this chat, and I'm going to think about that vulnerability idea. There may be some interesting paths we can take your character down that we haven't thought of yet, so thanks.
Anytime.
Ryan heads out the door as Anne comes in.
Hey, Ryan, how's it hanging?
Whoa. How you doing, Miss Boss Lady?
That's fine.
Anne longingly watches Ryan walk away. Stacy opens her desk drawer and takes an Advil, swigs some water.
How'd that go?
It looks like he'll still steer clear of Vanessa until she's 18 or until he gets tired of her, whichever comes first.
Glad to hear it.
They say gallantry is dead.
He's a good guy. He won't let us down.
If you say so. And about your new assistant, are we hiring actresses to do admin work now?
You disapprove?
Bringing her on seems a little like mixing church and state, that's all.
I can't believe we're wasting our time discussing who answers my phone. I mean, why exactly is this a problem?
It's not a problem. In fact, what were we just talking about? I forget.
Good. You ready to walk? I want to discuss the cast retreat.
Interior, a black car driven by a liveried driver through Los Angeles streets at dusk. Anne sits in the back seat, typing on a laptop computer.
This is me keeping a journal, which I'm doing because in a production meeting the other day, a question came up about a location. And Stacy looked up the specs in something she called her work journal. She announced that she makes detailed daily notes of every meeting she attends so that the company can develop some institutional memory, to which I was like, you don't actually think anyone is impressed by that passé business jargon you're slinging, do you? Also, OCD much? I mean, anyone can play this journal game, and I'm the writer, so what the hell, I'm going to give it a whirl. Not least because I had the impression in that meeting that Stacy was trying to show me up, expose me as the past her prime oldster who isn't as sharp anymore as young, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, super-efficient Stacy. And seeing Jenna looking all shiny and worshipful today because I'm her boss and a TV icon just made me want to remind Stacy about the days when she looked up to me and hung on to my every word, back when she knew I had something valuable to teach her. I would like to see more of that respectful attitude nowadays, more gratitude for how far I pulled her up the ladder. Oh, and fewer comments like, so, are we hiring actresses to do admin work now? Juicing partner or not. When she said that, I thought, we who, honey? We fucking who?
Interior, swanky, busy LA restaurant, evening. Jenna and Andrew, 40-ish, slick, well-dressed, arrogant, are sitting at a table with drinks. He has sake, she has a margarita. Andrew raises his cup.
To your new gig, may it not be beneath you.
Andrew sips his sake, Jenna takes a big gulp of her drink.
Tell the truth. Do you already regret taking the job?
No, not at all. Anne seems real nice. She asked me to sit in on some meetings today and get a feel for what she does, and she introduced me to everybody. And you know what?
She goes for a walk every day with her partner Stacy to a coffee shop down the road from the studio. It's their little ritual. That's why they call the company Tour and Walking. Isn't that cool?
I should have known you'd be positive. Good for you.
Who knows? This might lead to a whole new career for me. Anne said Stacy worked her way up to executive producer from nothing. Or from less than I'm starting with anyway.
As long as you're not uncomfortable about working on a show that could have cast you as a lead. That should have cast you as a lead. In your shoes, I couldn't do it.
The way I see it, I wasn't meant to be on the Benjamins. And I'm okay with that. What's the expression? When one door closes, another one opens? Maybe that'll happen for me.
I think it's a window that opens when a door closes, but sure. That's one of the things I love about you, your optimism. I like that you value your independence too, but working at this job might be pushing the independent woman act a bit far.
Not if I want to pay my rent.
Speaking of that, what would you say
Jenna freezes.
if I asked you to move in with me?
Oh my!
Speaking selfishly, I like the thought of waking up every morning and seeing you in my bed. I like it a lot.
And I think it's so sweet of you to suggest it.
But
No buts. It's a tempting offer. So tempting. It's just that moving in together, giving up my apartment, living together for real, would be such a huge change. Huge. So I'd like to think about it. Can I think about it?
you may. Don't keep me waiting too long with your answer. You know how impatient I am. Where is our food anyway?
Have you ever met Stacy?
No, I only know of her. Why?
She's younger and prettier than I expected.
No competition for you in the looks department, though.
She's not gorgeous or anything, but she's thin and pale and has this long, wavy, reddish blonde hair that's almost as good as Connie Britton's hair.
You're impressed with her hair? There's way more to her than that. I hear she's very sharp. She'll be running her own shows before long and leaving Anne in the dust.
Anne's a legend. She's not going anywhere.
I just hope the legend doesn't try to push you around.
Don't worry about me. I'll take care of myself.
And scene.
Woo!